Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Browns coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams.
Brandon Garden and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, all eyes on the AFC champs. A lot of folks out there in Ohio have waited a long time for this night. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever.
I would say there are a lot of tears to go with that joy, right? And it's tears of appreciation, tears of patience. As you pointed out, it's been a long time. Remember, this team was 0-16 just 4 years ago. Made it to the playoffs in 2020, got the road win in Pittsburgh, and now here they are in the Super Bowl. And you have to go back to 1964 for their last NFL title, pre-Super Bowl era, when they beat the Baltimore Colts 27-0.
Meanwhile, the LA Rams, they are back in the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. Remember, they lost Super Bowl 53 to the Patriots in Atlanta 13-3. But here they are trying to be the second team in 2 years after Tampa Bay last year to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
And we go back to that Super Bowl loss to the Patriots, and remember, they were an offensive juggernaut at that time, but only put up 3 points in that game. And they have been a little bit of a tough team to pin down over the last few years. They've had their shares of ups and downs, especially on the offensive side of the ball, but they've always had that great defense, and they're looking to ride that crew to a Super Bowl crown.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield on play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big one here early in the Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They snap it to Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
And it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Stafford looks to throw again. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Touchdown! Cam Akers, 39 yards. And the Rams are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Chubb will get the call, running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and very short, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff, Henderson. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the end zone, Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for LA Rams. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Stafford. Hands of Akers complete.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And some room to work. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, 70 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it... incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up second and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Stafford. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. All the way down inside the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice. The ball, it didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. In the first half, he was... in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. That catch good for only a couple.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On third down, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down at Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 50 at Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Rams on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And Woods has it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stafford looks to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it, because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on fourth down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear, trying to talk him into going for it right here.
And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.